Bada bing, bada boom. You know what it is. Geeks are back on the scene after a 10-2-1 night out. UFC 282 was an absolute slugger fest for the Geeks. We absolutely balled. So let's stay hot here. Let's start at the bottom of the main card, work our way all the way to the top, pick some predictions. Cody Brundage versus Michal Oleksiejczuk. Cody Brundage 8-2. Michal's gonna be 17-5. This is a middleweight scrap at 185. I'm gonna take Michal because I know that he's a dog and I love his hands and I love the momentum. You can also argue that Cody Brundage has momentum. Some couple big wins. Remember when he put away Sean Gore? That was kind of crazy. No one kind of thought that was gonna happen. But Michal Oleksiejczuk, is a menace on the feet. And he throws punches and bunches. This guy's got combos for days, and nobody ever really wants to stand with him. And I don't think that Cody Brundage's wrestling is going to be good enough in this fight, to be honest. I mean, I think that if it gets to the mat, obviously it'll be his world, and that's something I'm going to be worrying about the whole time. But I think Michal's good for it to stay up and land some decent shots on a guy that I've seen, get staggered a little bit. So give me Michal Oleksiejczuk. Let's look at the line on this guy. He is minus 285. Did not see that coming. This should definitely be a closer line than that. But Cody Brundage plus 215. I'm still gonna stick with my guns here. Probably just won't put a lot of action. So what do you got, Goosey?
I'm gonna go Michal here. Stylistically, it is an interesting matchup, but I'm gonna give Oleksiejczuk the edge because he was scheduled to fight on this card. Cody Brundage is stepping up on short notice. And we've seen him gas out in fights that he had a full training camp for. I definitely think that he will start to be on E come the second and third rounds. And I think Oleksiejczuk gets a second round KO in this one because I do see Brundage coming out and getting a few takedowns, getting it to the ground, but come that second round, I think he'll be very tired. And Oleksiejczuk has some dynamite in his hands. I don't know if you saw his last fight, but he did bad things to Sam Alvey. And I think he'll be able to do it again here. So give me Michal Oleksiejczuk.
Let's go. What do you got, Dano?
I'm in a wrestling mood tonight, man, and I'm gonna ride with Cody Brundage. And I know Oleksiejczuk does have some good hands, and he did good against Sam Alvey, but I think Alvey was record chasing that night with those continuous losses. Brundage, he's got that big neck to where I feel like he could wear a couple punches, and I say a couple because if the punches and bunches do start coming, it's going to be a problem. But I feel like his wrestling could work in this fight. Oleksiejczuk doesn't have the best takedown defense, and like my breakdown for the Jake Matthews Semmelsberger fight, if he can just incorporate a couple takedowns, maybe make Oleksiejczuk a little more weary of it, I feel like he can get something going. He does have some power. We did see the Tresean Gore knockout. And then just a big factor in this one's the line. I like the wrestler with plus, I think you said 215. Not bad for me. So I'm going to ride with Brundage.
Yeah, good value play right there. Front kick, what are you dialing in?
Yeah, I mean, the line a little inflated, but then again, I look at it and Michal has a ton of experience. I mean, Cody Brundage has 10 fights total. So I don't see Cody posing much of a threat, except for maybe early. But I mean, Michal is going to be the one with the heavier hands. Brundage literally just needs to wet blanket him to win, but I don't think that's going to happen. So give me Michal.
Let's go. All right, moving into the next fight. Absolute scrap and a half right here at lightweight. Drew Dober versus Bobby Green. Drew Dober 25-11. Bobby Green 29-13-1. I'm taking Drew Dober. I'm taking the guy who I know is dedicated as shit to the game. I'm not getting any news notifications, whether they're true or false. I don't even know. Bobby Green, I don't even know what happened. He got released or from the roster and then he wasn't released, and I don't even know. But I know that he's been having, his own thing going on outside the octagon. And I know that Drew Dober's just set, man. He's off a couple of wins. He's finally getting a little bit of respect behind his name. And I think that this is their fight to really, showcase Drew Dober. I think that in these boxing matches, he is going to be eating a lot of jabs, but I think that his volume is going to, carry through 3. And I know Bobby Green's good for his cardio too, but I think Drew Dober's going to have more options. I think he can shoot a takedown. I think that he can do some ground and pound. I think that he can, I'm not even going to say he can sub Bobby Green. It's really hard to sub Bobby Green. He's good down there too. So it's going to come down to just mixing it up. So I think that, with the thought of the takedown, Bobby Green's going to be a little bit more hesitant than he would be. And I think that Drew Dober lands some big shots. So this is going to be a really good fight, though. I'm probably going to stay away. It's going to be a really good fight. Dano, what do you got?
I'm with you. I think this will be an absolute banger, and I think it could be a flip of a coin fight. I will ride with Dober in this one. And to be honest, I don't know why, because they both can do everything each other can do. And they're both well-rounded. They've both been around for a while. They both got hella experience. But to get his hand raised, I'm going to ride with Drew Dober.
Feel you. Front kick, what do you got?
Yeah, so with Drew Dober, I mean, this fight is just interesting to me. Like Dano said, it's like a coin flip, but if you can't, they're both hard to put away. Both these dudes. I mean, Dober has a fucking cinder block of a chin, but I think Bobby's the quicker fighter in this. I think he's gonna just put more strikes on him, and Bobby's hard to put away as well. So I'm taking Bobby in this. I'm gonna take the dog.
Fair enough. Goosey, what do you got?
Fire me up, fish, because I'm taking King Bobby Green too. Okay, because I think in the striking exchanges, the boxing is pure. All right, he's shoulder rolling, he's throwing a good jab, 1-2. And then he's got a 72% takedown defense. When your name's not Islam Makhachev, he does a pretty good job of staying on the feet. On the other end, Drew Dober has a 17% takedown accuracy. And per fight, Bobby Green's getting more takedowns than Drew Dober. So I think in the grappling game, Bobby Green's definitely going to be able to hold his own. And then on the feet, I think he just keeps it at range, does what he does. Drew Dober is a tough MFer, and I think Bobby Green gets that decision victory.
Fair enough. We are split. So we are going to have to stay tuned to the sheet on that guy, because this one's going to be a scrap and a half. We're moving into the next boot. We got a 145er boot. It's Alex Caceres, Bruce Leroy, 19-13, coming out against Juicy J, Julian Erosa, 28-9. Couple absolute vets, stallions. Hate picking a winner or loser in this one, so I just won't. This one's going to be so amazing. So stay tuned. What do you got, front kid?
Yeah, dude. I love both of these fighters. I wish they could both win, but that's not how MMA works, unfortunately. Maybe they can pull out a draw like last weekend. That'd be sweet. But yeah, I think sadly, I hate I feel like a piece of shit picking either of them just because I like the other guy. But I'm a ride with Juicy J on this.
Fair enough. Front kick, what do you got? I mean, Dano, what do you got?
I'm with Juicy J in this one. I like him on the feet. He's always exciting on the feet. If this does go to the ground, which it might not, it could be a stand-up game for 3 rounds. But if it does, I just feel like he could survive. Maybe not do much to Caceres, because Caceres is really good in the ground. But I think he can survive. He can get back to his feet. And like I said, he's just full-blown electricity on the feet. So give me Juicy J.
Fair enough. Goosey, what do you got?
Give me Bruce Leroy here. I like him to get it done. I think he's just got a little funkiness to his game that Juicy J is usually the one bringing the funk. We see when guys are hitting him with straight shots, he struggles. And that's what Alex Caceres can give you on the feet. You know, he's not going to bring a lot of power, but I do think he's going to be touching Juicy J a little bit. We've seen guys a fight that doesn't give me a lot of confidence in Juicy J is that Steven Peterson fight, because that close split decision victory is not aging too well for me. And I just think that Caceres is going to be able to keep him at range and be tricky enough in the grappling to throw him off. He's got a really good gas tank, and a lot of the strengths that Erosa tries to employ, I think that Caceres is going to have an answer for and be able to do enough to get it done in this one.
Fair enough. Let's go. So probably split that one just because I didn't have a vote, but I'll just send it to the other side for the split. There you go. That works. All right, we're moving into the next boot. We got a flyweight scrap. Amir Albazi, 15-1, coming out against Alessandro Costa, 12-2. Don't know too much about Alessandro Costa, be straight up. I think we just got him from Lux. Amir Albazi, we've seen a couple times. He's good. I think he has a bright future. So I'm going to take him in this fight because I don't see him losing to a guy, this bare into his UFC career. I think that Amir, like I said, is going to, go on to be a contender at some point in his career. So I don't think that, he should lose a fight like this. So give me Amir Albazi, even though I'm pretty sure I remember the line being pretty insane. Probably just stay away. What do you got, Goosey?
I'm going to take Albazi just because it's going to be hard for me to pick a guy making his debut over Albazi in this spot. He's been ready to go for this date. His opponent fell out and Costa stepping in on short notice. Looking at his resume, it is pretty impressive. I think a lot of times in this spot he would be an interesting dog, but Amir Albazi's that dude, so I'm going to pick him.
Yeah, front kick. What do you got?
Yeah, give me a Albazi on this one. The Prince. I just mean he's more proven in the octagon, and I'm just gonna stick with what I know.
Dano, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm all over Amir in this one. Costa was a contender series guy, and I think he won but didn't get a contract. Goes off, wins another fight, and now he's coming in on short notice. And if you win on the contender series, don't get a contract, Dana doesn't see something in you, go out and get some more fights. And with Amir's opponent falling out, just in my mind, I feel like Dana was more on the side of Amir going, don't worry, we'll find you someone to fight. Go grab a guy off the regional scene rather than getting the guy on the regional scene and going, here, let me set something up for you and get you in the UFC. So it's kind of a late notice scrap for Amir. But I think he should have the upper hand in this one.
Fair enough. Let's move into the co-main event. This is an absolute scrap. Arman Tsarukyan, 18-3, coming out against Damir Ismagulov, 24-1. Shit, bro. Shit. I mean, this is such a good scrap because, they're both so versatile. These are such good fighters. These guys are just, I feel like nobody would fight them, so they had to fight each other type shit. So I'm going to probably take Arman Tsarukyan just because, he's been, with Islam going that far, so I can trust him to, make it a good distance. And he's super athletic. He's only 26, so he's making big adjustments, big improvements still. But dude, this is a super tough fight. So Arman by decision and nowhere close to confident. This is a super close fight. These guys are really good. Can't emphasize that enough. Dano, what do you got?
Yeah, this is one that could go either way. Like you said, both these guys are really good, but I will be siding with Arman. He did get taken down quite a bit in that Gamrot fight, but he stuffed a lot of takedowns. He is super athletic, and he is really good on the feet. So with his young age, I feel like he's going to be the guy that's improving more than Damir, who to me, Damir is just kind of a stand-up kickboxer. I know he can go to the ground and get some takedowns, but just to me, I feel like he's a stand-up kickboxer, whereas Arman's just all around really good, rapidly improving. Good spot for him in the co-main. So give me Arman.
Let's go. Front kick, what do you got?
Yeah, I think Damir's game plan in this, he's definitely just gonna have to just do his things, keep Arman at distance. This dude's a beast. Young, athletic, and just well-rounded. So I'm picking Arman, younger guy, and I think he's just hungrier at this point in his career. Damir, 30 years old. I don't know, 24-1's a hell of a record, but yeah, I think the UFC's got some plans for Arman. So I'm gonna push. I'm gonna ride who UFC is pushing. It's not a bad idea, nowadays.
What do you got, Goosey?
What do you think, bro? I think this guy gets it done. I think Tsarukyan is going to go out and with an even elevated focus from what we've seen, because this is a guy that held his own in the grappling with Islam Makhachev. He is almost as elite as it gets in the UFC in the grappling department. We've seen him fall in love with the hands a little bit, which is something that tends to happen with grapplers from time to time. And it could have been his downfall in the last one because he did end up getting out grappled by Gamrot. I think after that L, kind of an L, you go back to the drawing board and you reevaluate. For him, I think if he comes with a well-rounded approach, looks for the takedowns, tries to get some of those power shots off the feet, he will keep Ismagulov guessing and uncomfortable all night. So I'm going to take Tsarukyan here.
Let's go. All right. We're moving into the main event. Jared Cannonier, 15-6 versus Sean Strickland, 25-4. Do I trust Sean Strickland to wrestle? Do I trust Sean Strickland? No, I don't. I'm going to take Jared Cannonier by knockout. Round 4. I think that even if he does wrestle, bro, I think that he'll stop at some point because I feel like he's going to be fighting his ego that's going to be telling him, just do the man dance.
He's going to break this shit up. We can't fight here. You got to fucking call me. We'll go to this fucking parking lot and we'll do the fucking man dance.
So just do the man dance, buddy, because I don't think that that's going to get you too far in this matchup. You are going to need to mix it up, and you're going to need some control time on top because Jared Cannonier is guns a-blazing, and he didn't get to land his hands on Izzy, so he's got something on him. Like, he's bringing a little bit of extra to the party, and he's not intimidated whatsoever. I think that Sean Strickland's still a little shook after that last fight, and I think that that little bit of hesitation that he's going to have about his chin is going to be enough to get chinned. So give me Jared Cannonier round 4. What do you got, Dano?
I like Cannonier knockout too. I'm going to ride with that. And we did see Strickland get flatlined by Pereira. Schmo interviews him maybe a couple months after, weeks after, and he says, what would you do differently against Strickland or against Pereira? And Strickland said, I'd do the same damn thing, stand in front of him.
Hold up. He's an idiot. Don't listen to this. He's an idiot.
Cannonier's landing. I think he landed over 100 strikes in that Izzy fight, so his hands will be live. And I just don't like Strickland's fighting style. I just feel like he can get knocked out at any point. And with the dude throwing bombs like Cannonier, it's tough. So I'm riding Cannonier knockout.
Front kick, what do you got?
I'm riding Sean Strickland on this one. I don't know about you guys, but the dude's a fucking crazy man. I don't give a fuck if he gets knocked out 12 times. He's going in there. It's going to be fun as fuck to watch him fight. So
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. If I want to be like Twinkle Toe Izzy and I want to go dance around the mat, I could probably skate out a decision. But I'm not going to fucking do that. I'm going to go in the middle with that big UFC fucking logo. I'm going to put my fucking hands up and I'm going to say, let's fucking fight. And then if you see me in a week and I got knocked the fuck out, then you're going to be like, hey, Sean, why did you do that? And I'm like,
I don't think no, yeah, the wrestling thing, that's not gonna happen. I don't plan on it happening either, but I'm still picking Sean. Fuck, I think just Cannonier's he's just so muscular, bro. I think he's just gonna build up that lactic acid in the muscles, boy, and Strickland's just gonna pull away in the later rounds. But yeah, give me Strickland.
Okay, fair enough. What do you got, Kuzi?
When I look into this fight, like you said, obviously, if I could trust Strickland to get the grappling going, I could pick him. But if you're not going to shoot a takedown on Alex Pereira, I don't know if I can trust you to shoot a takedown on Jared Cannonier.
I'm going to stand out in the middle on that big fucking logo with my fucking hands up like fucking, what's iCarly? Is that who that is? With my hands like this. And I'm going to try to fucking scrap and knock this man out. And we'll see what happens.
And then if this is stuck in the stand-up, a guy like Sean Strickland that's coming forward trying to play the hands game with Cannonier, it's kind of like ice cream, where he wants that, but it could get to the point where it's too much ice cream and, it ends up not being good. That could be Strickland walking him down.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying.
But I mean, he just got brutally knocked out by Alex Pereira. I think that's going to be pretty damaging on the chin and maybe make him a little hesitant in this one. So I think Cannonier finds a left hook home. Just Strickland's going to get that right hand down again, leave it open. And I think Cannonier's ending this one early.
Let's go.
I hope not.
Front kick, riding the
God.
soldier. All right, those are the
Oh,
picks and
God.
predictions. Last week we went 10-2-1 at UFC 282. So let's stay hot. Geeks visions are visioning out. Let's get it. Stay tuned for more vids, reactions, breakdowns. You know what it is. Let's go. We out.